We call this gathering the art of allowing because that premise is so important. And that premise says well-being flows. And you can let it in or not, but well-being is flowing. And when you're letting it in, you feel wonderful. And when you're not letting it in, you don't feel so wonderful. But you have control about whether you let it in, no matter what the conditions are that you seem to be standing in. And that's the thing that we so much want you to do here today. We want you to try, make an effort at least, and many of you will get there. Many of you are already there, where you are able to, for just a little while, separate your emotional journey from your action journey. Your emotional journey from your physical journey. Because if you can do that, then you will be separating your vibrational journey from your action. And when you are able to distinguish clearly the vibration of your being, now you've got control of everything that happens to you. But until you can distinguish your vibrational, emotional journey, you don't have any control. You're like a cork bobbing on a raging sea. You're going wherever the current takes you. But when you take this emotional journey, now you've got control. Now, here's what we mean by this. An action journey will describe someone who is sick. They've got a disease that has been frightening people for a long time. It's one of those big labels that nobody wants, that people worry about. They show you the commercials where they get that look on their face when it is pronounced to them that they've got it. It's the end of their world as far as they know. It is incurable. So someone stands in that place with that kind of label. Well, the action journey goes like this. I have to fund research. I have to convince enough other millions of people in my cause that I have to fund research that has not yet been done, that is being lobbied against by all kinds of people for all kinds of different reasons. And I have to be the loudest voice, and I have to garner the resources and the scientists and researchers in order to create the drug. And then I have to bring myself to the physician who is bold enough to try this new technology. And I have to convince him that even though the current that is currently afoot is different than what I am about, and I have to convince him that he should fight that battle with me, and then I have to get the personal resources to be able to afford my personal application of this, and I've got to do it really fast because they tell me I don't have much time. And we say, that's quite an action journey, isn't it? The emotional journey says, I've got to talk to myself here for a few minutes and see if I can't move from despair to hope. That's it. I have to just use words that soothe me for now to move from despair to hope. Now, pessimistic people who don't understand the power of vibration would say, you got nowhere. You feel a little better, but the disease is still within you. And we say, that's where they're wrong. Because in the journey from despair to hope, your vibration has shifted dramatically and you have changed the lever of your valve and more well-being is flowing in. And we will admit that 99% of all creation occurs vibrationally before there is evidence. So we will acknowledge that the evidence is not testable yet, but we will not acknowledge that the progress has not been made. When you change the way you feel about something, you change everything. And if you can stand in that place of not taking score, which changes your feeling back again, the evidence will manifest. It is our promise to you. It doesn't matter if you don't have enough money. It doesn't matter if you are bankrupt. It doesn't matter if the one you love has left you. It doesn't matter if your body seems to be decaying or disintegrating. There is no one that cannot get from where they are to where they want to be. If you will accept that, it is an emotional journey, not an action journey. And when you start moving the way you feel, that means you've shifted your vibrational point of attraction. And when you shift your vibrational point of attraction, everything in the universe, including the cells of your body, line up to accommodate this new, pure vibrational frequency that you have set forth. Every disease that exists on the planet today, no matter what label they've given it, is as a result of contradictory energy. It's as a result of summoning energy that you're blocking. every single time, no exceptions. There is not a disease that does not have that at its basis. There are many who would say, well, soothing myself and making myself feel better is like denial. And we say, it's like deactivating illness. Call it anything you want. We would not call it denial, even though it may be. We would call it adjusting the vibration of me so that I allow the well-being in that I wasn't allowing in before when I didn't feel so good. Some would say, well, Abraham, you're encouraging us to just ignore, to put our head in the sand and not face reality. And we say, yes, yes. Because when you face a reality that you do not want, you perpetuate the reality that you do not want. You cannot look at something without activating it within your vibration. And this is the word that we most want you to leave here resonating with. It is the word activate. When you give your attention to something, you activate the vibration. If you keep doing it, that active vibration becomes dominant. And once you've got a dominant vibration, you've got manifestations all over the place that are supporting it. So then many of you say, oh, well, now I've got this manifestation. I need to take this action journey. And we say the action journey from that point of vibration only creates the same thing over and over and over again. Don't you see it? As fast as they get rid of one disease, another one squirts out. The resistance keeps showing up in different ways. The doctors quell this one, another one comes up. They quell this one, another comes up. They quell this one, another comes up. And you say, oh, he's really on a downhill spiral. And we say, he's on the path that he's got most activated every single time. Look around at your population and see in the next few days if you can't discern those who are on the path of well-being and those that are on the path of not well-being. Can you not see and can you not hear from the rhetoric that they are offering what their vibrational nature is? You can see it and feel it every single time. So here is a room full of teachers, a room full of people who want to make the world a better place. In fact, we have to tell you that as we feel the vibration of you, we have never felt more intent to be of value in one place at one time ever. And we've been everywhere. We can feel the intensity of the interest you have in the well-being of your planet and in the well-being of those you love. We can feel it intensely. We want you to leave this room today understanding that some of those you want to help are in a vibrational vicinity that you can help them. Some of them are in a vibrational vicinity where you will not be the one who helps them. But that does not mean that help is not there for them. If someone is vibrating at a frequency of despair and you are vibrating at a frequency of appreciation, you're annoying to them. As you say to them, you know you create your own reality, they want to kill you. They say, I surely cannot be creating my own reality or you'd be gone. You wouldn't be here in my face making me feel aware of my inability to do what I want to do. So the most important thing that we want to say to our dear teachers, partners in teaching, is that in order to help someone who's in a very different vibrational frequency, you've got to adjust your vibrational frequency so that they can hear you. And if we were standing in your physical shoes, we would not adjust our vibrational frequency down ever. We would not introduce more resistance in our vibration for any reason whatsoever, because disconnecting yourself from resources does not give them more to eat. If you were walking along a mountain ledge, there are three of you. You've sprained your ankle or lost your balance. You've lost your equilibrium. You need somebody to steady you. And you have two friends. One is as clumsy and hurt as you are. And the other one is sure-footed and vital and feeling good. Which one are you glad is there? You teach through the clarity of your example. And thriving is the best example that you could offer to anyone. Feeling free, knowing your power, and knowing everyone else's power is the best gift that you could give to anyone. So when you see someone suffering, don't join them in their suffering. Instead, say to them things such as, I know it must feel awful, but I believe in every part of my being that it will get better for you. And I don't have all the answers for you, but I know that there have been a lot of people that have been where you are that have moved right through it, and this is my dream for you. And don't get involved in the nitty-gritty of what's bothering them to the point that they adjust your vibration to meet theirs. Because when that happens, you're of no value to them. You're of no value to anyone. you've lost your connection with Source.